Hey people, it's Nias talking. Now, I remember a few videos back I talked about Nigeria, the French president visiting Nigeria, telling them to get over slavery and colonialism, even though France collects $500 billion from those colonial countries. Well, I want to go in on the same vein. Now, one thing that is always told to black people, especially those who are descended from slaves, even though I'm not a black person, so let's be clear on that. But it's something that I've heard often is that they need to get over it. It was a long time ago. They need to pull themselves up by the bootstraps. Whatever load of garbage that is. Well, anyway, I want to talk about something that would blow that whole story out of the water. This is called the Homestead Act. What is the Homestead Act, you might ask? The Homestead Act was a law passed in 1862 by Abraham Lincoln, the same one who freed the slaves, which gave huge tracts of land to settlers if they paid a nominal fee. Okay, so this was basically, if you want to put it in a modern day example, imagine you wanted to buy a house. Imagine the house cost $100,000. So you say, look, you pay $1,000, and if you live in it for 10 years, it's yours. That's basically what it was. You pay a small fee, and then you get to have it. Now, I'm going to believe some of our articles that talk about it. And one of the things is this History Channel one, it said, they tried to be very slick and say, oh, it opened up to slaves. Listen, that law was meant for white Americans. It wasn't meant for black Americans. It wasn't made for Chinese Americans or Native Americans or anyone else. It was for them. If anyone non-white got it, believe me, they were lucky, or they got the worst, and I mean the worst land. Okay, this was made for white people. The last piece of land given, according to it, was in 1988 in Alaska. And even the Wikipedia page talks about it, that it was basically about white farmers. It was nothing about anything else. Okay, and I want you to understand this because people are still have these farms to this day. Martin Luther King talked about this Homestead Act. He said that while they were refusing to give freed American slaves land to make up and to give them a leg up in the American economic order and get themselves on their feet, they were giving them this land for free. And not only that, they were building them colleges to teach them how to use the land and how to farm better. Again, I want you to understand there is no such thing as pulling themselves up by the bootstraps. That's why I call it the welfare states of America. So please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace, family.